So today, I will talk about the iThesis, how to use iThesis, and starting from the iThesis introduction. Okay, first go to iThesis website of iThesis gradku.ac.th, and after that, click tutorials and download training document for international students. Okay, first of all, you have to know what you have to know is the benefit from using iThesis. Okay, first is to facilitate students to format their thesis in accordance with the required formats. Next, to increase a communication channel between advisors and students, and also reduce using paper and reduce inconsistency of digital format documents stored in TDC database and hard copy ones. Okay, and then you have to know about the iThesis standard feature. Is the best way to manage your thesis. Okay, thesis management used with Microsoft Word and EndNote or Mendeley to compose thesis documents, starting from thesis proposal, thesis draft version to thesis complete version, and store all files in cloud. Next is a version control. Automatically store thesis file, both a docx file created from Microsoft Word and a PDF file generated from the system. Next, template controller. Determine and control a thesis document template on Microsoft Word. And advisor-advisee relationship to record work history between advisors and advisees. Well, plagiarism checker linked with the Akara system to check plagiarism and contribute to research community. Submit thesis files to be kept in the university and the Office of Higher Education Commission database. iThesis standard feature to improve the thesis management. Research planning, set up a research plan according to student need and ready to present the thesis to an advisor together with a progress report. Literature search. Students can search research articles, papers in order to use in references by using either research title or researcher's name. And the last one is proposal, committee, and template. Determine a thesis committee and control thesis proposal template and thesis template separately. Okay, so next is the scope of iThesis, including a web portal and Microsoft Word add-in. Web portal is used for personal data management, recording thesis information, thesis submission, thesis approval, and generating a thesis submission document. Microsoft Word add-in is the template for thesis writing. And related software for using iThesis. The first one is the web browser. Google Chrome is highly recommended. Second, Microsoft Word on Windows OS. Microsoft Word 2013 or 2016 version is highly recommended. And the last one is the reference manager, which can support EndNote. So, who will be used iThesis? Okay, first one, student, advisors, and the graduate school officer. Next is the iThesis process. Start from student complete thesis basic information in the web portal. The topic advisor committee biography template setting is in the part of the proposal. Okay, and for an abstract and acknowledgement will be added later after proposal is approved. Okay, next, in the Microsoft Word, student generate template or regenerate, and after that compose thesis and save to cloud. And for web portal, select save proposal draft complete version in the web portal, and after that proposal draft complete version approval email, advisor will get an email, and then email will send to graduate officer after the advisor approve and thesis, your thesis. Okay, and student have to fill the thesis in basic information in the web portal and compose thesis Microsoft Word plus iThesis add-in in the Microsoft Word. And back to web portal, submit thesis proposal, thesis draft version, and thesis complete version, and complete information to generate a thesis submission document, including thesis defense examination result, research mapping, publication and dissemination, and submit thesis complete version and thesis submission document. Okay, next is the process. How to complete each level of the thesis. Start from the proposal process. Okay, student fill the thesis information. Start in the web portal, and after that compose thesis proposal in the Microsoft Word, and then submit thesis proposal to your advisor for consideration the thesis proposal, and after advisor approve, officer will approve the thesis proposal. Next is, in case you would like to edit thesis proposal, this is optional. After the project proposal is already approved by the graduate school officer, students have to request for thesis proposal revision and submit to your advisor to consider for revision. After your advisor approve, then you can edit. Okay, when advisor requests for thesis approval, iThesis will automatically cancel the previous submitted thesis proposal, and students are required to start doing a new thesis proposal. Next is a draft version. It's the same like in the proposal process. Students fill in thesis information, compose the draft version of thesis, and submit draft version to your advisor. After approve, you can take thesis defense examination. Next is a complete process. Student fill in thesis information, compose complete version of thesis, submit the complete version, and after your advisor consider to complete version and approve and verify format of the thesis, and after that your thesis the officer will scan a barcode to accept the thesis. And in case you would like to edit thesis title, after thesis proposal is approved, if there are any processes left in any stages, student cannot edit the thesis title. So student request for thesis title revision and submit to your advisor for consideration for revision, and after your advisor approve, the graduate school officer consider the thesis proposal, and student have to regenerate template and continue. After that, student can continue revising and or composing thesis. In case to revise thesis complete version, student request for thesis complete version revision, and after advisor approve for revision, the graduate school officer consider the revision approval and then scan barcode to delete the thesis that student need to revise. And after that, you have to request for the to complete again. And then after your advisor approves, the graduate school will scan a barcode to accept the new thesis. Okay, next is the use of iThesis for thesis preparation, and Mr. Sorut will demonstrate how to use iThesis.
Okay, to begin with iThesis, as our officer said before, iThesis divided into two systems. First is the web portal, and the second is the Microsoft Word. First, I will start from the web portal. First, I would like you to access to https ithesis.grad.ku.ac.th first. Okay, after you access to iThesis, it will show to this to this screen. Yes, in here it has a list of faculty and list of students in here, and this will show status. P is for pending, and vice versa. And this is the status of each student doing iThesis. Okay, and each one will have a different color. Yes, green it means pass. Okay, and yellow is mean pending. Okay, first I will like you to begin from to go to tutorial. Okay, after you go to tutorial, then we have a list of a manual and list of a handbook for you to study how to use iThesis manually. You can study by yourself. And the next menu is Microsoft Word add-in. In this program, you need to install and download add-in. Okay. First, I would like to download the prerequisites program first. First is Visual Studio 2010 tools for Office Runtime. And after that, you need to choose between iThesis X64 or iThesis X86 is depend on your computer. Please choose the one that I recommend for you. You need to download the one that show recommend for you. Okay. After you download, and the next we will show you how to log in. First, you use a non-C account to access to log in, and use the password to access to iThesis system. Okay. If you log in successfully, it will show you your profile. Your profile will show you basic information, success, your student ID, your name, your field of study, your faculty, your degree name, and the name of university. Okay, and the next is contact information. Okay, after you access to contact information, it will show your email in here. This is your current email. You need to check that this email is correct or current email or not. But if not, you can add it. You can try the new one and click add. Yes. And then please check the telephone number. If this is your, if okay, you need to fill in your current telephone number in case that our officer can contact you if we have a problem. Please and the next, okay, and the next one is the name of graduate staff. Please remember this name and email. This is the one that this will take care of you. If you have any question about iThesis, please contact this staff. They will assist you about the iThesis. Okay, after that, if you need to fill the telephone number. Telephone number is compulsory. If you do not complete the telephone number, it cannot save. After that, you click save. It will just save contact success. And the next is about the workflow and prerequisite. Okay, and workflow and prerequisite, it will show about the timeline. of your work, you can use this menu to adjust or manage your timeline if you need to prepare to set up your timeline. That how many percent that you have complete your work, you can do and do it by yourself. You know. Mm. Okay, the one that I show in blue, you can correct and can mark by yourself, but that for the yellow ones, you cannot correct or it's be correct by our officer. Then you go to electronic form. In electronic form, you need to fill in the title of a thesis. In case of iThesis written in English, you need to to fill in only the topic in EN field only. Okay, we will show some example of typing about the title of iThesis. Please keep in mind that iThesis title, the first letter of iThesis of your title is will show you in capital letter. After that, you click save. It will show the confirm that you click. Then you click OK. Okay, let me tell you something about the title. The title and every word should be start with capital letter. Except for preposition or conjunction, you can use the lowercase. But other words, you need to use capital letter for the first letter. Then you go to committee and examiners. After you click the committee and examiner, it will show the you need to select. You need to select advisor, co-advisor, chairman, program director, committee, external examiner, or head of department. This depends on the structure of your committee. First, I would like you to start from your advisor. After clicking advisor, it will show the name. You can search the name of your advisor in English. For example, I will search for Dr. Virapad. Okay, after typing Dr. Virapad, it shows that we have three Virapad, right? So we choose the one that is your advisor that you as you want. In this case, we choose Virapad Kulanasili. Okay, after we click on this, it will show both Thai and English, but just pay attention only in English. It will show the name of your advisor in Thai. It will show the name of your advisor in English. And next about the prefix. Okay, abbreviation prefix sequence. Okay, first, okay, for about the first one, if you're you need to fill his academic title, for example, professor, assistant professor, or associate professor. If your advisor is just only Ajahn, you need to use Mr. right, Mr. or Mrs. instead. In this case, Ajahn Virapad is assistant professor, so I choose assistant professor. Yeah. After you select the abbreviation, it will show the full. Yeah. And the below will show the summary. And the last one is postfix. For okay, for the second field, you don't need to fill anything. Yes. And the last thing is about the postfix. Postfix here is you need to check closely with your advisor what is the correct postfix. For example, PhD or MD or DRING. This is you need to check closely with your advisor. After you know the postfix of your advisor, you select, and the bottom is will show the summary of what you select. Okay, then you can check the final title of your advisor below. It will show both the above the abbreviation and below one is full version. And this is you. Please check your email of your advisor. This email is really important because we need to use this email for communicate between you and your advisor. If you type the wrong email or outdated email, you will not reach with your advisor. But you can add the additional email for your advisor by typing in email field. And please complete the mobile phone of your advisor in case that we have any urgent and we need to contact your advisor. We will have information to contact your advisor. Mhm. Okay, this is very important. You need to fill out the telephone number. You need to check the telephone number of your advisor. After you know the telephone number of your advisor, you type it. Yes. Okay. If you don't have that, if you don't know or don't have the telephone number right now, you can type your own telephone number, but you can come back and correct it later. Because this is compulsory field. You need to write write the telephone number, and then you click add and save committee. Okay. After you do this, it will show the summary of your advisor, the abbreviation of your advisor name and degree and academic title, and the full version of your advisor, degree name, and a postfix. Yes, but you can correct it later by using the pencil icon after the name. You can edit it later, or you can delete it if you want. Mhm. And the next is you need to repeat this process for the rest of the committee. This depends on you about the structure of the committee. If you have co-advisor, you need to do co-advisor, but if you don't, you just do only your advisor. And the last one is the head of department. You need to complete about the information of your head of department as well. After you click head of department, you do the same process as you do with your advisor. For example, if your head of department is Sukuman, it is in, okay, we type some part of your name and we select, it will show the name of your head of department in the field. And next, you need to fill the field number 1 by choosing his or her academic title. Yes, after you click academic title, it will show in abbreviation, version, and full version. And skip the second field. Yes, and then the same again, you need to check the postfix of your head of department and choose the correct one. After you do this, okay, it will show email of your head of department, and then you click add and save our committee. After you do this, the same, you can correct or you can edit the head of department later by using the pencil icon or bin icon to delete or correct the information of head of department. If you cannot catch up with my presentation, you can come back and watch it later. Okay, because this process is go quite fast, you can come back and do it later from this step. And the next one is your bibliography. In bibliography, you can fill in your information of your name, your date of birth. Okay, I will demonstrate something, right? Okay, I input my name, Suriyan, Ngakam, something like that, and date of birth. Okay, and birthplace. Mhm. And address and education and work experience and and everything. For this demonstration, I will show you just only 2 fields. But in real practice, you need to fill all information. This information will show you at the end of your thesis book in the bibliography part, and then you click save. Okay, I will remind you that you can come back and correct this part later if you want. If you have more information, you can come back and correct. Okay, and now you click save, and then you go to template setting. For template setting, because our international students need to write the iThesis in English, right? So you need to check language to change from Thai to English. Then about the theme font, you need to choose Times New Roman. Our English thesis, we use Times New Roman only. And then you need to change the font size because Times New Roman font size is quite big. So you need to reduce it to 12 in all items from the committee page, from abstract, from abstract English, from acknowledge, and from bibliography page. We need to change them all to 12. And then for about the other about the list of tables, if you need to add or include list of table or list of figure, you can change from no to yes. Okay. You can change from no to yes, and then you need to adjust the heading because from the format of the Kasesa University, the heading we need to use all capital letter. You need to type to change the heading of list of table in capital letter. And for about the label, okay, as well. And then for about the heading of a list of figure, you need to change them all to all capital letter. List of figures. Okay, for this part, for about the you will use the list of table or list of tables. It depends on your table. If you have more than one table, you can use in plural tables. But if you have only one table or one figure, you can use in a singular form, just like a figure. Yes, this is depend on about your structure of a list of table and list of figure. In this case, we will think that we will have many tables and many figures. Then we click save and then we click the confirm button in OK. After we doing this, okay, we will show we will start in Microsoft Word. From the first demonstration, we show you how to how to input your basic information about yourself in iThesis. And then next program, I will show you how to install iThesis add-in in your computer. Before we begin anything, we need to start from download the iThesis add-in first. Okay, you open the new tab, then you go to the link that we show from the start, ithesis.grad.ku.ac.th. Then okay, after you show this screen, okay, you go to Microsoft Word as in again. Okay, as I told you before, you need to download prerequisites program. But if you have already installed prerequisite program, then you install the iThesis add-in. Now, if anyone that turn on that open Microsoft Word, I recommend you to close Microsoft Word first. If not, you cannot install the Microsoft Word add-in. For about the prerequisite program, first you need to install Visual Studio 2010 2 for Office Runtime first. After you click, it will install and it will show you at the bottom of the screen. Yes. Okay. After you download it successfully, you just install it by clicking it. Okay. Okay. You need to click the I have read and accept the version term. Okay. You check it and install. This process may take a while. After this, it will finish. For some students who have already installed, you can skip this process. Okay, then you click finish. After you install prerequisites program, then you need to install add-in. For iThesis add-in, you need to choose the version written that recommended for you. You need to select the correct version with your computer. Okay, to begin the download, okay, you click at the one that you want to download. Yes, and then it will show at the bottom of your computer. Then you click at it. Then you click next. Okay, it will ask you about the folder to install. If you don't need to change, you click next. It will ask you to confirm about the installation. You click next. Okay. After that, after it completes, you click close. Okay. After you successfully install both add-in and and about the prerequisites program, then okay, you check that your add-in is work successfully or not. You can go to Microsoft Word. We recommend you to use Microsoft Word 2013 or above. Okay, you check that if you have the iThesis tab in Microsoft Word or not. You click it, okay. First, you will see that the logo is shown in the purple one. For Kasetsat University iThesis, we need to change this logo to Kasetsat University logo. Okay. First, I will show you how to change the logo to Kasetsat University. Okay, please go back to the web portal again. And then, okay, click at your photo at the top right of the screen. After that, okay, you click at setting. In setting, it will show add in activate key. Okay, you highlight it and you copy. After you copy add in activate key, then you go back to Microsoft Word again. And then at the purple logo, you click at the logo. It will show the white text box. Then you click at the white text box and then you paste the copy activate key in this field and then you click activate. Okay, if you done successfully, the logo will change from the purple to green. Okay, after your logo to change to green, then okay, you click at the login. Then in the login panel, you use the same login and password that you use with iThesis web portal. Okay, it should be the Nuncy account. Then you click that, okay, username, password, and then you click login. Okay, if you log in successful, you will see that your information will show in here, your name, your student ID, your faculty, and your degree. And importantly, is a Kasetsat University. And here, this is the quota of you can save your work up to 5 gigabytes. Yes, we have a quota for you. Usually, it's adequate for your work. And the bottom screen is about the revision. After you save the file, it will show the revision. It will show each version of your work. After we fill in your information first, right? We will generate, it will extract the information that you fill in web portal and generate in the first section of your thesis. To begin with the process, you click at generate button and wait for a moment. This process may take take some time. Please be patient. The total link first page is consists of 11 pages, starting from the cover. Okay, the first 11 page will begin with the cover of the thesis proposal, and it will show the title that you type. For the first page, the title will show in all capital letter. This is correct. Even though you type in capital letter only the first letter, but in the first page of this proposal, your title will show in the all capital letter. And for the second page, it will show you about your degree, your major field, your department, And if you notice the title in here, it will show that correctly as the one that you type in the web portal. And it will show your name, your district, your district advisor, and your head of department. And below this is an inner cover. It will show your name. And the next is table of contents. And then it will show list of tables and list of figures. And after and on the 12th page, it will show the white page. In white area, you can type any information that you want. You cannot correct anything that is the first 11 page that is shown in gray. If you need to change any information in the first 11 page, you need to go back to a web portal to correct, save, and regenerate. If not, you will not change any of the first 11 page. But you can correct anything that from the 12 page. You can type your title, you can type about the first chapter, you can copy and paste in here. This is the area that you can type your work. And the next page is will later cited. I will tell you later about later cited. And the one that is another blank page, it will be used for the cited. I will tell you later as well. Yes, it will show the list of appendix. And this is the curriculum vitae. This is from your background. If you remember that we fill your profile or your information, every profile or information it will show in here. And this is the page for little cited, right? It will show little cited in here. After we get this, okay, I will tell them about step 5, or we'll try something first. First, I will tell you about how to do about the table of contents. Okay. Okay, first I will type about the chapter 1. First, I will show you from begin with, I will show you about the title. For example, I have the chapter 1 and I have the title of the chapter, right? Okay. Okay, first we go to home menu. After home, okay, we go to the very small square on style. Okay. You click this, it will show style. From style, I will introduction to you about IT style. The style that iThesis can use is this is shown in iThesis index 1 to iThesis index 7. Yes, each index is mean that each level of the menu. If you type the menu level 1, please use the iThesis index 1. For example, chapter 1 is the first level of menu, right? We will need to first we highlight it, and then you choose iThesis index 1. It will automatically format it for you. And for the next about the caption of IT of chapter 1 here, we use index number 2. And if you have the each level of menu, you can use each level of index. For example, I will show you okay, benefit of iThesis I will use as the next level of menu. Okay, we need to highlight it, and then we use index number 3. This is the next level of menu. Okay, it will show something like this. After we do the format like this, and this is the content of yes, this is the second content. After you format it already, you go to iThesis again. Then you click bookmark. After clicking bookmark, you can scroll up to see about your table of content. Okay, if you show the chapter 1 and introduction to iThesis and benefit of iThesis, you will show that each level of menu is will casting in each level. So I recommend you to use the right level. This way can help you to not to do not to adjust by yourself. It will automatically adjust it for you. And next, after we show you about the table of content, I will show you next is a list of table. For example, if we have a table, we type table one. Okay, okay. We use insert table. Okay, and then you can draw how many table. And then the caption. For about the caption of table, we put it in on the top of table. Okay. After you put the cursor, then you go to iThesis. Then you click table. It will automatically put the word table one for you, and then you type the caption of table. After this, okay, we highlight the both table one and caption. Okay, for we need to format first because table we don't need it in italic. We allow you to use both only the word table one or table two, and for the title of the table we need in not bold, and then you enter. After that, you go to iThesis again, and then you click bookmark. Okay, and you scroll up to okay. You will see the number of iThesis students. Okay, I will show you the table number 2 again. Okay, okay. If you have table number 2, right? Okay, you have table number 2. Okay, let's repeat it again. You go to home menu, right? You use insert to draw a table. Okay. Then you put the cursor above the table. Okay. Then go to iThesis and choose table. If you see that it will automatically show table 2, then you type the title of table 2. For example, like this. After that, you need to go to home menu. Okay. And choose is not to bold and highlight it and use only bold, only the word table, and then you in here. And remember that every time you finish, you go to iThesis and you click bookmark. It will show that you are okay. It will show table 2, the status of iThesis. In some case, while you are doing your iThesis, you need to insert the table between these. Okay. Oh, okay. If you have, if you need to insert any table before this, okay, don't worry. We need you need to put the cursor before the table, and then you go to home, insert table, and then you draw a table. Again, you put the cursor on the top of table. Then you go to iThesis and choose table. If you do correctly, you will see that the new table will be table 1, and table 1 will change to table 3, 2, and 3 automatically. And the same, you need to type about the title of table. Then don't forget to reformat it. Okay. Remove italic and make it bold. Okay. After this, please don't forget to click a bookmark. Okay. Then when you scroll up to check, you will see that it's changed to list of table. It will be table 1, table 2, and table 3. This can help you to save your time because you don't need to do this manually. And one more thing for about the page number, iThesis help you to to reformat about the page number, you don't need to count your page number manually, which will sometimes you may miss to count some page and it may appear some error on your iThesis. Okay. After we showing you about the iThesis table, yes, then about the figure, right? Okay, I will show you how to insert figure. First, I would like you to insert some figure. If you have some figure in your computer, you can choose and insert some picture in your work. For เกษตรศาสตร์ University format, the caption of figure will be at the bottom of the figure. This will be different from the table, right? Table we put the caption above the table, but the caption of the picture we put it at the bottom of the picture. Then after you put the table is nearly the same. Then you go to iThesis, right, and click at the figure, and then you type some description of figure. Okay. Okay. And the same. Don't forget to format the caption. Remove italic and make it go only figure one. And the same. After you finish this, you go to iThesis and you click bookmark. Okay. Then we go to okay. Of figure, you see that the figure one will appear in list of figure. And if you have more than one figure, you can add it. Okay, I will show you the second example. Okay, the same insert, and you choose the. Okay, for example, if we need to. Okay, suppose that this is the second photo. Sorry, we have only one photo here. The same, we put the cursor at the bottom of the at the picture. Then we go to iThesis and we click figure. If we show figure 2, oh sorry. Okay, and then we okay, then we type the description of picture. Again, go to home and reformat it. Okay, remove italic and use it bold, and then go to iThesis and click bookmark. Okay, if you've done correctly, you see that it will show figure 2. This will be the same thing as the table. You can correct, insert the figure the same way as we did to the table. In some case, you need to insert the table here. You just put the picture and then you repeat the same process. If for about the number, it will automatically change for you. Okay, and then after we do something like this, we will demonstrate you how to save your work into iThesis. Okay, first you go to iThesis tab and then go to Save to Cloud. Okay, then you click Save to Cloud. It will ask you to submit your iThesis. Yes, click yes. And please wait for a moment. It will ask you to attach the EndNote library. In this case, if you don't have, we click Cancel. And then they will ask you to save the backup or not. If you like to save the backup, okay, you can save the backup on your computer. But if you don't want, you click no. Okay, in this case, I will choose to save backup. Okay, it will ask you to update. You click OK again. Please wait for a moment. If we save successfully, it will show the file size and the date time that we save. Okay, I will show you second time. For example, if we try something more and or we have the next page like this. Okay. Okay, for example like this. Okay. And we need to save it again, right? We repeat the same process. We go to iThesis tab, go to save to cloud, and the same, click OK. Wait for a moment. They will ask about inode library and we don't have it, we click cancel. Okay. You see that after we do your work, we will have the, the next version. Please remember that the new West one will be on the top. For example, if you see from the time, right? We just save, you see that this is the newest one with the bigger file, near a bigger file size and the first, the current time. This is the current version. And if you save more than this, you have a many version of your work. And the most the update one will be on top. After we save, we will check something on web portal. First, we would like to tell you to go back to web portal and then go to revision and approval. Okay, if we done correctly, you will see that both two versions it will show in here. And this is the oldest one, and the current one will be on the top, the same as it shows in your Microsoft Word. The current one will be on the top, and the same way in the iThesis web portal. The current one will be on top as well. When you save, it will show two files, both in Microsoft Word and the first is PDF file. When you click save to cloud once, you will get both files together. Okay, you can check it later. Okay, if you want to check, you can click a PDF, right? It will show something like this. It's nearly the same, but it add the barcode at the side of your work. You see that everything is nearly the same with Microsoft Word version, right? You see, it's nearly the same thing. Just only we have the barcode here. Okay, I will show you how to send your work to your advisor first. Okay, first, okay. Every time that you need to send your work to your advisor, you need to check plagiarism every time. Okay, after you click plagiarism, okay, it will confirm that you need 5 to 10 minutes to check. Okay, it will show loading. Plagiarism detection is in progress. And one more important thing that I would like to tell you that plagiarism checking is this is not automatically refresh. So you need to refresh your screen frequently. For this process, it may use a few minutes. Okay, please be patient. Okay, from now we will try to send your work to your advisor first. Okay, then plagiarism detection is showed at 0.0. For about the percent of plagiarism detection, how many percent this is the grade school don't have the limitation about the plagiarism, but about this percent is depend on your discussion between you and your advisor. That how many percent that is accessible for your advisor. After this, we click here, right, and then from this step, I just show you, but you don't need to do this. If you do this, it will send directly to your inbox email of your advisor. This just demonstrate to you. Don't do this step. Click this button. It will send directly to your advisor, but we don't click here. And one more thing for about the retrieve your work. Okay, after we close the work, we need to do it in the, the new day. We need to re-log in again. We go to iThesis tab, we click log in, and then we fill in your login and password again. Okay, and then we click log in. Okay, after this, we will show that we will have both version, right? As I mentioned before, that the current one will be on top right. So you need to choose the version that you like to download to correct. Usually it will be the first one. After you click it, you click download. Okay, it will automatically show in your computer, and then you can correct and do your work later day. So like this, we try something. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, and then we just format and do. Yes. Yeah, after you complete this, the same. Go to iThesis and save to cloud. It will ask you to click OK. They will ask you about EndNote library. We click cancel. Okay, we cancel. We don't need to save backup. Okay. Then it will show that we have already saved for 3 times, and the current one will be on the top right if you see from the time, right? And we will repeat this process, something like this, again, again, and again. After we finish, then we save it. Okay, and the next step is we will show you how to insert about a note, okay, or register cited. Okay, first, I will show you how to download PDF for you if you need to get the PDF as the reference work. Okay. First, I recommend you to go to Office of Library, lib.ku.ac.th. Okay, this is the URL of Library Office. Okay, after this, okay, after from the first screen, okay, you go to databases, and then go to eJournal. Yes, to download some journal for you as for your references. Then from your eJournal, you select Sign Direct. You just scroll down to search, yes, Sign Direct. Okay, when you see it, you click it. And please wait for a moment. Okay, you input the non-C account the same. And then you click accept term and conditions. Then click login. Okay. After this, you can search some keyword for your document that you need to add the reference for your work. For the keyword, you type the keyword of your work, for example, like this. We would like to find a paper about computer research. Okay. We After we download, we will have some menu of PDF file. From here, I would like to choose the one that download PDF. Okay. You click to download it. Okay. After this, you get the file, right? You click download it again. And here, yes, download. Click download. And then you save on your computer. So you can choose the location of the, the save file. Okay, after you get the save file, okay, the save file will be visual on the bottom of the screen. Okay, this is the example of how to search the paper on internet and how to download the paper. In this case, if you need to find many papers, you can redo this process. You can repeat this process. After this, I will show. After this, I will show you how to insert to use EndNote. First, we click at EndNote program. Mhm. To begin with EndNote program, we will start from just a moment. Okay, we will start from file and new. Uh, we need to create a library first. Okay, what we use the library is today. Yes, yes, okay, and then we click save. We need to create a library first. After getting a library, okay, we need to insert the paper that we have already downloaded. Mhm. We use the import icon here. It's like the point down arrow. We click it. Okay, it will ask you to import the file. You choose a file that you have just downloaded. Yeah. Then click open. Okay. If the file download is in PDF, you don't need to change anything and import. Uh, yes, because if it's a PDF file, we need to download PDF. Okay, then click import. It wait for a few minutes. Mhm. Okay, if we do correctly, it will import the author, year, title, and the name of the journal, something like this. We have to file, right? We choose, okay, and we repeat this process again. Import, choose the file, select the file, and choose it in PDF and click import. From here, we will have two references. If you have done correctly, we have two work to use for your iThesis. The next, I will teach you how to insert the EndNote to your iThesis work. Okay, from here, if we need to insert the reference in line citation for the first insert, for the first type of insert, the citation is about we insert in the same line of the text. First, we put the cursor at the end of the text that you need to put the to put the original citation. Then we go to EndNote. Yes, we choose the one that we would like to insert. We click to highlight it. Okay, we choose and we click to highlight it, and then we go back to your work. Go to EndNote tab, and then click Insert Citation and click Insert Selected Citation. If we do correctly, it will show the references. This is the inline citation. Okay. If we need to insert the full citation, if we scroll down to the bottom page, it will show the full item of citation on the last page. Okay, we will repeat this process again. From here, we will to insert. Okay. Put the cursor at the end of the point at the you would like to insert the citation. You select the word that you would like to insert. Then go to Microsoft Word and then click the insert citation, and you click insert selected citation. Here it will show here. This is the short version of citation. And at the last page of your iThesis, it will show the full information of it will show you information of citation in here. For about the format of citation, in this case we show in APA style. But for Kasesa University, we allow you to use 5 category of citation format. I will show you the announcement of the Kasesa University that allow you to use. Okay, for Kasesa University, we allow you to use to use the style with EndNote with 5 styles. First is APA, the second is Vancouver, third is the Chicago, four is author date, and 5 is numbered. You can use anyone in this style, but please keep in mind that if you use any style, you need to use them all in the whole thesis or proposal. For example, if you need to use APA, you need to use APA the whole book. Don't don't allow you to use mixed style with citation. Mm. Okay, from here, if you notice this, the citation is not in the is not in the is not in it's not in letter cited. I will show you how to put the citation in the letter cite. First, you need to go iThesis tab and click Save to Cloud first, and please redo the same process. Cancel. Okay, it will show the fourth version. Okay, then you go back to a web portal. Then you go to revision and approval. You will see the current one, right? On the current one, you can click at the PDF file. If you go to the literature cited, okay, from here you will see that we have the abbreviation version. And for about the full version, it's already put in literature cited. At the last page, we will not show anything. This is the format of iThesis. Don't worry. Every time that you do with a Microsoft Word, it will put at the end of your Microsoft Word file. But after you save to cloud, and if you view your PDF, it will bring you a full version of citation in the literature cited like this. Don't worry, it will show in correct form in PDF, but for Microsoft Word, it will put at the end of your Microsoft Word file. Don't worry about this. After this, it is a very important thing. After you submit everything in iThesis in the system, please keep in mind that after you submit iThesis to in the system, please submit the new the paper version to the grad school as well. Many students don't forget to submit the paper version to the grad school. Please keep in mind that after you submit the full version to the grad school, you need to submit the paper version to the grad school as well. After this, Ms. Pian Pian will tell you which document that you need to submit to the grad school and how you need to submit the paper to the grad school after you submit the file.
Okay, after you have learned about IT system, okay, I will tell you about the step of thesis proposal and IT system process. Again, click tutorials again, and after that, download step of thesis proposal and IT system process here. Okay, in the iThesis system, you will see the sign here. Okay, in the with proposal process, draft process, complete process, and barcode process. With the status, gray is for the none, and yellow for pending, and green is for approved. Okay. After you submit in the iThesis system, you have to submit the documents also. Okay, so when you finish iThesis process, okay, so you have to submit the paper to the graduate school to start from the iThesis process. Student add thesis proposal into iThesis, and then thesis advisor approve student thesis proposal. Student must submit thesis proposal to the graduate school as the process presented in number 1. Here are the document that you have to submit to the counter. First is application for approval of thesis proposal GS05-2 with obtained from the online graduate request form with the signatures from student thesis advisory committee and head of department or graduate program committee chairperson. Submit with one original. And second is the thesis proposal approval form obtained from the iThesis. This form is without signature from student thesis advisory and head of department or graduate program committee chairperson. Submit with one original. And the last one is one email printed on A4 paper showing that a research proposal has already been approved from an advisor. After that, the service counter will issue the student receipt slip, and then the graduate school will verify documents are complete and accurate, and then the document, and after that the documents are presented to the dean for approval, and the document information is entered into the database. The result of the graduate school are entered on iThesis for student review, and after that when it's approved, the student pick up document from the service counter. But in case it's incomplete and inaccurate, student have to pick up document from the service counter and make corrections and submit to the counter again. And then if approved, the result of the graduate school are entered on iThesis. Remarks: student thesis proposal must be approved, then the graduate school staff will click approve the proposal in iThesis. Next step is application for final oral examination. Student add draft version of thesis on iThesis, and then thesis advisor decide whether to approve the draft version of the thesis advisor update status on iThesis. And after that, students are ready to apply to take final oral examination as the process presented in number 2. Students must submit the following documents to the service counter. First is request for final oral examination GS07. Second is iThesis email indicating advisor approved draft version of thesis. Next is examination chairperson and external examiner request form and advisory committee timetable. And also the last one is verify study completion form GS03-2. Next, the service counter will issue the student a receipt slip, and after that the graduate school will verify student qualification and assure all steps in the submission process were completed. And then student must complete all above steps to qualify for final oral examination. And for the last step is the submission of thesis binding and graduation. Student add final version of thesis on iThesis, and then thesis after your thesis advisor consider whether to approve final version of the thesis. Student submit the final version of thesis for binding and as process presented in number 3. Students submit the following document to service counter. This is the total is 14 list. First is submission form for thesis binding TS02 and document for submission of complete thesis. Next is thesis manuscript printed from iThesis and copy of student ID card. Next, a thesis hardcover binding and CD-ROM compelling request form and publication of thesis result form TS04. Next, application for thesis exit restriction form TS05 if any, and plagiarism check report form TS06. Next, sign thesis approval form except dean's signature, and sign copy of Thai if any and English abstract. Acquisition of library financial status form from the Office of University Library, Kasetsat University. And next, one copy of an application for graduate form and bill payment invoice KU9 and original payment receipt KU2 from the semester of graduation. And the last one is the letter of scholarship condition completion if any. Once the above documents have been submitted, the service counter will issue student receipt slip and the graduate school will verify all the submitted documents are accurate and complete. In case it is incomplete and inaccurate, so you have to receive document back and make correction and reprocess again. And after that, if complete and accurate, student can pay the binding fee and register their name for graduation, and the graduate school staff will add student name to the list of the graduating system back in the iThesis system. Once the final version of the thesis and relevant documents are successfully submitted, the thesis barcode will be scanned into iThesis, the graduate school. So it is completed. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for our international student who watched this iThesis training. Okay, after at the end of the iThesis training, I would like to ask you to go to a training document for this for today's training. If you need to get the training document, you can get it from this training document. Okay, in this training document, okay, from this training, if you need to read our document that I present to you today, you can download this and read it later. That is at the end of our training today. If you have any question, please scan this live group for international students, and please feel free to ask your question. We will promptly answer your question. And finally, we and our team of iThesis staff training would like to express our sincere appreciation for your training, for your attending for today. Okay, I hope you enjoy this training and see you next time. And please keep in mind that if you have any question, please consult us with in our live group. Thank you very much. Goodbye.